Hello everybody, welcome back to the final round coverage of the 2021 Christie Lake Spring Fling Summer Sizzler, whatever you want to call it. It's a big event. Thank you to Platform Discs and the Goat Towel once again for being title sponsors in 2021. Clay, you got one more round, buddy.
I'm excited. Remember we said this. I'm real excited now. Now we're dealing with the big dogs, the 4 best scores.
Yeah. Special thanks to Four Fathers Brewing Company, ODSA, and Bearcat for helping put this event on. They actually raised a lot of money for this event. Them and the Christie Lake Club in general. Like the payouts are pretty good. So
That's
big
awesome.
Thanks to them. There's our Instagram handles. If you want to give us a follow, a like, whatever you want to do. Say hi, say you suck. Either way.
We don't care. Right?
We don't care. Yeah. Martin Hendel, leader of the event, 20 under par through 2 rounds. So he's birdied half the holes we've played.
Amazing.
That's impressive.
It is.
That's very impressive. There's this guy.
There's you, Ninja Cam.
Yeah, so actually my stepmom made this mask for me. It's got a disc golf basket and then Zed on it.
Oh,
so
nice.
I had to
That's
shout
awesome.
that out, yeah.
Very kind of her.
Yeah, only 3 strokes behind Marty. Oz, the Wizard of Oz, quick turn. 5 strokes behind me. You can never count Oz out, though. If you know from the last round, he had how many birdies in a row on the back 9. I don't even know how. And Jonah McPhee, new face to the area, new face to the Open as well. Very clean form, and I mean, he made lead card. That's impressive. That's an impressive
great,
feat.
yeah.
So this is a pretty stacked Open field. So kudos to him. So there's our scores off of hole 20 of the final round, or the previous round, I should say. Marty and I both took a birdie. Oz took the bogey, and Jonah took the par. Moving on to hole 1, par 3, 355. Tough one to start with, tough birdie to get, but a relatively simple par if you play it for par. Throw maybe 250, 275 hyzer into this short grass area right about here. And then it's a simple little chip shot that you see every day. You play this game. Pretty easy 3.
Yeah.
Hard 2, but easy 3.
You'd think they'd be running a little hard now, though, last round.
Yeah, final round.
They're going to push a little more and try to start out hot.
Yeah, you don't have that much time left, so. This looks a bit inside from Marty, maybe.
Oh.
Okay, no, that's great. Wow, that's great. I'm throwing a Star Destroyer here. Had the right flight I wanted, just a little bit low.
Still going to get you what you need, though.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, if it was a little bit higher, probably would have went more to the left side, but that's okay. I was cutting the grass a little bit there. Actually gets a fortunate glance off of that flower, and he's a fine position there. Anything in the short grass is a relatively simple up and down. And here's Jonah McPhee. I think he's from the Kitchener area. He's got a lot of power in him, too.
Clean hyzer. Yeah, didn't even look like you tried.
No, that's prime time position there. Looks like a Calvin Destroyer. So here I am. I'm just trying to give it a little half run if I wanted to, and I didn't even attempt to give it a half run, so good layup.
Nice, easy 3. Stress-free 3, I call it.
Yeah.
Just drop them in and move on.
I've heard AJ Risley coin it as the a threezy.
That's pretty good.
Like. Yeah, I like that one.
Stress-free 3, but threezy.
Threezy. Yeah, easy 3, threezy.
That's pretty good.
Marty for another birdie on this hole. A little bit high, but could have stuck, but another threezy.
Thought Space makes some nice shirts, too. Holy.
Yeah, they're nice.
I thought it was just the disc thing. They do the shirts and everything, eh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, so Marty's upshot actually played some bocce with my putter, and it moved it. So I was just asking guys if I have to move it back or whatever. So I just want to make sure I got everything right. No shame in asking, even though it's only a 6-footer, but don't want to putt from the wrong,
So
technically
just
the wrong
for
lie.
so people watching understand, like, the
So
exact ruling on.
So there is a rule. If your disc gets moved by another player's disc, I think you have to move it back, or you can move it back if you want to. I'm not entirely sure. Oz told me, yeah, you can move it back. It's all right or something. But I just want to make sure I got it right. So again, there's no shame in asking about the rules, because there's no worse feeling than being like, yeah, it's fine, and then doing it and you're like, oh, by the way, that's against the rules. Exactly. Yeah.
Tell you it's okay. And
Exactly.
Wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. So, once again, hole 1 averaged 3.21 and it had 0 birdies.
Zero.
So there's only 2 birdies in the weekend, Marty and Zach Jalief.
Marty seemed like he was in the same spot every time, all 3 times.
Right?
So.
Yeah, that's consistency. Hole 2, par 3, 255. This has been giving our cards some trouble the last 2 days. Hopefully this final round
not
card
this
can
time,
go.
though.
Yeah, not this
We're
time.
in the last round. Let's go.
We're going to do it this
got
time.
Serious.
I mean, it's only 250 feet, right? You should be able to get up and down, no problem. But for some reason, this one always plays difficult. Not for Marty, though.
This looks tasty.
Get in. Whew.
Wow, great shot.
It's just soft landing, too. That's how you want to throw the hole, that slight little flex shot. This is my Lux Link from the Canadian Nationals. Oh, the National Satellite, I should say. But this is one of my probably my favorite putter to throw off the tee, I would think.
Not on this round, though.
No.
Yeah.
No. Well, you know what?
What company throws that disc?
That's Discmania.
Discmania.
Yeah. That's I putt with the Exo Hard Link, and then I have the Lux Link, which is like their premium plastic for throwing. Nice and stable. That always happens to me.
You were just working it in. That's all.
Yeah. I had the right release and the flight that I wanted. I just pulled it. But it should be a interesting upshot. Jonah
Backdoor
getting
for Jonah.
greasy.
Nice.
Yeah. That
I'm
left,
going to say
left
that he
side,
likes
yeah.
that route and he likes that
Dude,
line.
that left side seems to work better than up the middle. At least what I've seen, because I never hit the middle anyways. So here's a little interesting shot. I had this bush right in the line for a perfect shot, and I had to just kind of chip up my P3X up there. And I hit the stump, and then rolled back. So that's
It
cool.
looked like it was going further than that.
I thought it was going to be up there for a jump putt, and the stump said no. So, I don't know. I'm stumping this hole, I guess.
Yeah. Stumped twice.
Yeah. Moving on. Oz, giving it a half go, also hits that tree, but that's no problem. That's a short putt for par. I am way downtown here
Yes,
trying to
you are.
save the par.
Woo.
And there's the wooden
run,
sign
the
again.
wooden sign.
Yeah, I know. I think Oz mentioned that, or Marty mentioned that. One of them did, and it's like, I've never seen so many signs hit, and that's kind of where I mentioned the previous round.
It is keeping you right there, though. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Jonah, just a little bit high.
A little bit of miss.
Could be feeling the jitters of the final round and, being filmed for the first time. Oz collecting a par.
Yeah, we're just getting started, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Marty should be tapping into birdie here. So, what do you think this whole average for the final round?
Oh, I don't know. This one just gives so much trouble. I'm going to say it's over par.
You're right. It averaged 3.16.
It's crazy to me.
Strange, right? There was 2 birdies.
Well, some holes always get me, too, but I feel like this hole I'd never have trouble with.
So
Knock on wood for next year.
Yeah, exactly.
I sucked all over the course. Not this hole. So.
This hole only averaged had 2 birdies. It was Martin Hendel and Cody Mason of. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough name.
Yeah.
Well, I just stick with Cody.
He told me how to say it in flats, and I already forget. So sorry, Cody, but shout out to you for getting the only other birdie of round 3, which is strange. Only 2 birdies. So 1 birdie, 1 bogey, and 2 pars. So now Marty's got 5 strokes on me. So he's probably feeling pretty comfortable sitting there. Yeah, 5 strokes on second place, and I don't remember how many on third with Oz.
Well, he's on pace of getting half of the holes.
Yeah,
So
right.
he's still on that pace. So if he continues it, I would assume he'd think it's going
Yeah.
to go well for him.
Especially with this course. Hole 3, just 225 feet. We've seen it. This is one of the easier holes. It's a good bounce back hole after some shenanigans on hole 2 that all of our cards have found so far. Except for this guy. This guy seems to play hole 2 pretty well. And this one.
That's great.
Yeah, that's a perfect shot. Another soft landing. This is that thought space putter, I believe. Very neutral flying. As you can tell.
I don't know how long he's been working with him, but it seems like he's doing very well.
I think he's this year. I think he's doing with him, and I've thrown the Pathfinder. It's got a lot of flight in it. It's very similar to like a Buzz, with a lot of glide.
There's that left side that I was talking
about. Little bit low, but he got a fortunate kick to the right. He should be able to have an upshot. This is my understable link that I like to throw, to kind of gently flip it up into less of a hyzer and land nice and soft.
Shot,
yeah.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
I was happy with that. Good way to bounce back after hole 2's conundrum.
Yeah, we want to start it with birdies, not birdies, eh?
Yep. Well, hopefully, right? That's always the plan.
Oh, great putt.
Yeah, good par save there from Jonah.
Save, bud.
Yep. Hole 3 averaging just over a half stroke under par or actually just under a half stroke at 2.53. So it's you got to get it. Yeah, you got to get it. There's I'm looking at the stats here on PGA.
Especially U4 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. If Marty's already got me by half 5, I can't lose another one to him, right? So just making sure I take my time, not let a stroke go.
Sometimes those situations make it a little tougher. So it's not even so much that, I need this birdie or whatever. You start thinking like, oh, they got me by 5. I can't lose anymore. You start playing all these games, and it's just unnecessary.
I've learned the hard way, like checking scores or counting scores that early in a round, it's detrimental because you get ahead of yourself, right?
Yeah.
You're not looking at the picture in front of you. You're looking at the final portrait, right? So.
Well said, man.
I know, right? That was like the most philosophical thing I've ever said in my life.
It might be. I might just write this day down. Make note of this.
Day 127 of quarantine. Cam says something philosophical.
He's been quiet ever since.
Hole 4, par 4, 325. This is a doozy if you get off the fairway, or even on the fairway sometimes. Ideal landing zone is right here in the sun patch, and that sets up the easiest, well, shouldn't say that, but easier upshot for a nice birdie. Walk away with a 3. Even a 4 on this hole does not feel that bad. It's only 325, but I mean, look what you got to stare at. You know, you got the gatekeepers right here.
Oh, wow. 3 for 3.
That's the 3rd time he's done that. He's gotten progressively farther up the hill every time.
Yep, just a little bit. Nothing
it's
fancy.
It's so good.
We know Oz is going for this. He wants to get a stroke here.
Definitely.
So you got that's this time?
Oh, it was close. That's the gap, though. That's the gap I try to go for. If you get that gap flat with the sidearm, it gets all the way down there.
I think he was going a little more on it. It's not trying to get out of that bush from the other 2 rounds, right?
I'm going glow Firebird and a little bit of early release. Got a good kick down, though. It's not off the fairway really at all. It's kind of on the edge, so I have an opportunity to still save a birdie. Jonah a little bit wide, kicking into the fairway as well.
Not a bad kick either.
No, this is fine. Yeah, I'd be happy with this kick.
Looks like we got a good recovery shot here too. And
yeah, that's a great shot there.
He didn't look like he was trying to overdo it either. He was just probably going, you know what, it is what it is. I'll just get my par. And
yeah, give yourself opportunity. This is that same link from the previous shot.
A little more, give you a putt.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the full hit on that. It was an awkward enough stance, but I'm happy with just getting up there, you know, give myself a long chance or easy par. Marty from Ideal.
A little early,
turned it a little bit much, but he's good roll though.
That was a little odd.
Yeah, I don't think it really helped or hurt him. Might have just given him more of an open putt. Oz from the right side.
That's a good shot.
That's well done. That looked very awkward. You tell he couldn't really follow through. He had to kind of lean back and chicken wing it. It's probably like 80 feet away here.
Turn. Oh, Bud, look at you go, you big stud.
Yeah, that actually surprised me. As soon as I left my hand, I'm like, maybe? I didn't expect it to actually go in. I thought I was going to give it a good run, but I'll take it.
No, yes, you will.
Absolutely, yeah.
It looked good.
Not like this exact opposite of my putting style, that like kind of floaty anti-spin putt. And
you did what you had to do to get around it. That was nice.
Yeah, I had to get around this little skinny tree there. It was right in the line, so.
Awesome. Dead center.
Yeah, I know.
Never a doubt.
Oh, give it another replay.
Jeez.
I hit that putt more center than I hit my 20-foot putt.
Or what? Like, how many? Throw another replay. Let's do 7 if Cam making a huge putt.
They keep bringing me back for commentary, so I guess they love me. Get in there.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, this is heating up already.
Love it. That's a great birdie from both Jonah and I. We were kind of out of position and
carrying his bag from him. He made a nice putt.
Oh yeah. as soon as he putted that, Oz picked up his bag and walked it towards Jonah. So, you know, good guy Oz there.
Yeah.
Getting some little love there.
He's like, I better take the bag over so I can.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, I got to help him out.
That was a good putt for him though. Like, you know, like you said, first time doing this and that, it's kind of maybe eased the tension a little bit.
It's cool this one went in too. It kind of hopped up like, it hit the nub and bounced backwards, but also up at the same time. So it didn't like squeak over. It kind of jumped its way in.
Give him a little love.
Yeah.
Ooh, good catch.
Good catch there from Marty. Yeah, that's a good catch. Not phased.
Star birdie right now.
We could possibly have one when it looked like Marty was going to get a stroke on almost everybody. Now he's like, okay. Well.
Yeah, he's like, what just happened there? That's a great star card.
Yeah, we had to work for that one. That was actually quite impressive, to be honest. I mean, probably pretty rare to see a star card on that hole sometimes. There were actually 2 eagles, according to PDGA. It was Isaiah Masakele and James Duong.
I don't know who Isaiah is. I would expect that from James, though. But
yeah, James has a side. I haven't played with Isaiah yet, but kudos to both of you guys.
That's amazing.
Hole 5, par 4, 400 feet on the dot. I like to play the sidearm up to the middle, just in front of these trees on the left side, and land by the shade over here on the right. And that's a pretty simple putter up and down from there. Well, easier said than done. But, I mean, there's many ways to do it. I've seen sidearm, I've seen backhand, I've seen big backhand flexes over the top. It's kind of dealer's choice, but it's just a matter of can you land in the middle or not.
Oh,
Marty, a little bit left.
Good bounce.
I think he's on the edge, though. It got a kind of nice sit down right on the edge of the fairway.
Oh,
this is, I believe, his thought space mantra.
Get a nice hit.
And that's pretty far up there. It might be a little congested in there, but he got enough distance where it's going to be an easier birdie opportunity. And
as long as he's got
my game plan.
It's all how far in you are. If you're on the edge, you're usually fine.
Yeah.
If you get in there, it's tough. You might not even have to do a pitch out.
Jonah also taking the sidearm, liking what I was doing.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, right in the middle. That's kind of where I wanted it. Somebody's on the edge, warming up that wrist. It's probably the hardest sidearm he's had to throw in about 3 years.
Yeah, he's like, I haven't done one of these since last year.
He's got his wraith in his hand.
Going for the roll, too. Oh, get going.
Stand up. No, not horrible. It should be a relatively simple par. I think he's got a nice jump putt up there. This is pretty much where I wanted to be. That same link again, nice and straight.
Well, it all comes down to the second shot on this hole, right?
Yeah, didn't quite get all the way there, but I am in the circle.
Yeah, it's still good. Maybe a little short to what you actually wanted.
I wanted that flat on my hand, and I got a bit of hyzer on it, but it's okay.
Doesn't look like Oz is too far in, but he's definitely... You can see how once you get in, like, if he's in even another 10 feet, like, you're done.
Yeah.
You're just hoping to get it back out onto the green.
This type of rough, and he didn't quite get all the way there, but he is looking at it. This type of rough is similar to Toronto Island, where if you're 3 feet in, you are done for, right? Because, like, the fairway, it's pretty fair, but as soon as you get off that rough... Oh, that looks so good.
So good.
Like, as soon as you get off that rough, you saw what Oz had to deal with, and he was probably 5 feet in, and he had
he was
nothing.
Far in.
Yeah. Marty giving it a good bid.
Call.
Taking a par, nothing to sneeze at on hole 5.
This be a big putt for you right here. Oh, well done, sir.
I like that one. The problem with being short is I had like the scragglers that grow up, 2 or 3 feet off the ground in that straddle stance because I bring it down low, and I'm like, I had those in my peripheral, and if I putted it the right way, it would kind of graze my hand. So I had to kind of really
switch it up a little bit. Yeah.
It kind of like hyzer popped out a little bit more.
You got to be able to adapt though. Sometimes it's important. Like you can't throw the same putt all the time because it won't always allow for that. So.
Especially on a wooded course like this, you're not going to get a simple backyard putt every single hole.
And we know you always hit the backyard putts, right?
Oh, always. Never miss those. Especially not on camera.
Good birdie for Jonah.
Yeah, he's settling in nice. I think that putt on the previous hole helped him kind of calm the nerves a little bit. 2 under par for the round. Everyone's under par. Everyone's doing pretty well. Actually, 2 under par through 5. That's pretty good. Marty's at 3. So I've narrowed it down. Narrowed it down to 4. Got one back on him.
One back.
Slowly climbing. Climbing. Hole 6, par 4, 512 feet. This Farmer's Field on the left is all out of bounds. It's a pretty wide landing zone, realistically, to work with. It wasn't really windy this whole weekend, so it's actually pretty fortunate, because sometimes this hole can get out of hand. if you got 25, 30K wind coming in on this type of shot, and you got to get a lot of distance, the nose angle is very important, and you can see that flag is bent from previous wind. So, but it's, as you can see, it's relatively calm today. You can just throw basically just like a straight kind of distant shot.
Here's a good pull.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Anything up in the letters, that's fine with me. Should be a simple up and down. Do you want to hammer in that destroyer?
Yeah, another good shot.
Pure hyzer all the way past the letters.
Marty's trying to give it a little extra.
Yeah, that's the same shot as the last 2 rounds too. Maybe a little bit higher than this one.
Well, I think because it goes uphill like that at the end of your shot, so you think it's going to go further, than then right at the end it just sort of drops in that same location.
Yeah, well, he hit it 3 times in a row, so he's got this hole dialed. See if Oz can get one to a jump putt range.
You unleash, but a lot of times this is what happens, right? So you try to give it that bit extra, and then you never hit the line necessary to execute the shot. So it's like, well, what's the point? Just if Marty lands in that same spot all 3 times, it's better than like twice over here.
Exactly.
Once,
yeah. It's a pretty open fairway. I'm just pitching up my P3X here, and I got a little bit of a skid, but not too bad. Yeah. That's why I threw the putter. Come in a little softer.
That putt coming back up that hill is actually very easy. Like,
yeah,
it's not like it works. It's the other way that sucks.
Yeah, it's if you're 15, 20 feet putting up that hill, it's not bad. But if you're 15, 20 putting down the hill, you shouldn't really miss it because it's 15, 20 feet. But in the back of your head, all you're looking at is the road down way below the basket, and it can kind of get to you. Do you want to give it? Wow, off the cage.
Sit down.
Ooh.
That could have went bad there.
That thought about some things.
Is Marty running this one or just?
I think he just landed up. Yeah, he's smart. He knows. Take an easy birdie when you can.
Well, he doesn't want you to get another one.
Yeah. As expected, another star frame. With all where all our drives were, if we didn't have at least a putt in the circle from where we were, that's pretty. We kind of let one go. But this is interesting. So Oz found half of a broken chain link hanging in the chains, but no chain was broken.
Weird.
So I don't understand where it came from or how it got there and why it was there. But because he actually showed it to us, it was literally a half broken, almost like it was like cut in half, but no, like the chains are fine. So he was a little confused by it. He's looking there, yeah. He's trying to find it, but weird.
Crazy. Somebody did that just to mess with someone. Yeah,
probably,
hang this on here. That'll throw
pop it in there, yeah. So star frame for the card. We're settling into the round nicely. We're all starting to get on a nice roll here.
It's quite a proportionate between each one, like the difference in scores. It's like
it's fairly even.
Right through the whole lead card.
4 or 5. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. Hole 7, par 3, 329 feet downhill. All this long grass is out of bounds, and it is an island green. So you see the orange flags down there. That marked the layup spot, and these orange flags here are the greens. So you either have to go for it 100% or try and lay it up super short and then have another upshot. So I like this change. I do like the island green on this hole. This is my Calvin Heimberg destroyer. Nice and very glidey and nice and stable. So I can hang it out wide. I know it's going to come back.
This good. Hit the height. Oh wow, nice little kick towards the basket.
Got a strange bounce there. It didn't like flare or skip and roll. It just kind of.
It's almost like cheating the way that those flicks come in and hit like that.
Well, yeah.
Sometimes it's crazy though. It hits over here, goes completely the opposite direction. But
Jonah
great
just
shot.
Basing it.
Jonah's good.
He is. He's got nice form.
Well, you can throw every style of shot too.
Yeah. Got to get on that sidearm there, Clay.
Well, I just can't teach an old dog new tricks.
I mean, look at Marty. Marty just still throws it back in too. This looks pretty
That's
good.
I like the same type of shot as well, but
oh no,
not this time.
Just
that's where I
out of
find
bounds.
that so technically tricky. Like you have to master that. Where I would feel like the other shot would be a little more easier to execute. Right.
The three of us were throwing, like Oz is throwing a PD2 here. I think Jonah and I both threw a destroyer or similar to a destroyer. And it's just you hang it out there wide with the speed and the overstability. It just kind of comes in and like it's
three textbook shots. Like, you know, it is what it is. We can say it doesn't matter if somebody throws a beautiful backhand and parks it 2 out of the 3 times. Like, it shows that that's the shot that's going to get it.
If you have a manageable sidearm, that's what you should be throwing on this hole. Just off the rim there for Marty. But I mean, Marty made it work the first 2 rounds. You know?
Yeah, I know. So that's what I mean.
He's so good at that shot. He doesn't have to have the sidearm. He has the control and the touch to do that shot. It just I think it got a little high on him this time. It was only like
foot too.
Yeah, it was only like a foot and a half, if that. So just a little bit off. But he's gonna be losing 2 strokes to the card here.
That's a big swing.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really change much between you and Oz, but
no, but yeah, all of us are now a little bit closer to Marty here. Now it's only 2 strokes, and Oz is 5 back. But if we've seen him in previous coverage, he can go on runs of 9 or 10 in a row. So you can't count him out for sneaking up the leaderboard at all. Even Jonah as well.
Everybody's off to a great start.
Yeah, even with the bogey that Marty and I took, and I think Jonah had one earlier. No, he didn't. I don't think he did.
Which is typical in the last round. I mean, it's the 3rd time cracking at each hole.
Yeah, you figure it out, but at the same time, you're like, oh, this is the final round. That little extra added pressure of this is the last round, right?
It's all the putting and all those things coming down the end. Now you know the shot. There's no excuse. You know the line.
Exactly.
Got it dialed in.
Hole 8, par 3, 265. Actually, probably closer to 300 feet. This is my Royal Rage FD2, and I slipped on the pad a little bit because it was.
Get lucky or?
Yeah, it got a nice little glance. It didn't really hurt at all. It just kind of made it land softer. Jonah going with the sidearm.
The gravelly path was a little tough for the footing. If you
I think because it was the second day and everyone went through it, all the gravel was starting to ride away, and you can see there it's kind of now it's like slippery, like dusty dirt kind of. And with the rain we had the previous day, it probably didn't help either.
No.
So doesn't affect Marty though.
Where's he going? I was gonna say
he needs a little bit high coming in at the spotter.
Yeah. Now you're just playing the 3 game now.
Yeah, this should be a relatively simple shot for Oz. He's got a nice sidearm touch, giving it a half bid. Marty, this is probably 70.
Oh,
I gotta imagine if he didn't hit that branch, he might have actually drew some metal on that one. So I'm trying to give this kind of a spinny half bid. Didn't quite. But it's fine, it's a 3. Jonah also, that wasn't his normal putting style. It kind of had more of a lofty.
Full out here because it just goes flying past.
Behind it, yeah.
Slight slope down past the basket. And
so, looking at star par binks here, as Julian Murphy once stated. Shout out to our old commentator Julian Murphy with the Star Wars references.
Oh, you lost me on that, bud.
Oh, yeah. No,
are you kidding me? I was forced to watch Star Trek. No, Star Trek,
way
Star
different,
Wars. Yeah. That was a tough childhood.
They all got birdies here. And move on to the next hole.
Yeah.
I'm done. That was horrible.
That's it.
That was horrible. Moving on. There was one birdie on it, and guess who it was? Jamie Pay.
Are you kidding me?
He got it again.
Day again.
Yeah, Jay Pay the DJ.
He's got that shot dialed in, though.
He does, yeah. He throws that shot very well. So, star par card there. Nothing out of the ordinary on that one. Moving on to hole 9, par 3, 415, plays probably 430 maybe. It takes a lot to get there. Does take a good drive. 2 gaps off the tee. This is the gap I go with, the left side here, and kind of drift it around to the right. Come in soft with a distance driver. You see a lot of players go up the right side as well with a hyzer flip to play a nice easy 3. And this green can get kind of tricky as well. This is probably the most open green on the course because there's really no trees inside the circle.
Hold that.
This is my Vapor Enigma. And I'm happy with that drive.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Just needed to hold that a little bit more.
Just didn't quite get all the way over like I wanted, but it's long look if I want it.
It's a very popular spot to hang out on this hole right where you are there.
Yeah, that's where a lot of good drives end up, and it's a simple 3. Jonah going sidearm. I think he pulled it a little bit, but he got good distance.
It's not too bad either.
Yeah.
See if Oz can capitalize on this one. And
Yeah, it's even grab it again.
not this time.
It's just stubborn.
It just shows you how
not
if
quite.
you're not,
Yeah.
just, you don't get that angle perfect. Technically, the difference between him absolutely shredding it last round and being way over here this round is pretty common.
That's fine though. He got far enough. He's basically pin high. Marty.
Oh no.
That's a fortunate kick off of that to the left though. If it kicks straight behind it, that's a really difficult shot.
Yeah, you can see Oz's here. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Pitch up there and.
Looks like he might have missed Marty's second shot, and unfortunately, but it was a beautiful shot. I mean, he threw like that yellow San Marino Aviar once again, and it was just straight the entire way, and he's probably 15 feet. So it was a miraculous or wonderful par save.
And we just like threw too fast, or what was the?
He might have gone too fast. We don't know, but that's where his upshot ended up.
Right.
From where that tree was. So
That's a
that's
great save.
very, very good 3.
I know, because you just said that to me, and I was like, something's throwing me off here. I'm like, where's Marty? I'm like, oh, there you go. That makes sense. Yeah. Sometimes those things happen.
It happens, yeah. But again, no stroke change here. Back-to-back par frames. Nothing to sneeze at.
Pretty common on this hole.
Yeah,
so.
this hole had no birdies. It averaged a 3.42, so it's definitely one of the harder par 3s to get on the course.
It's always played that way. I think it's just the way the angle is and the elevation.
It plays over 400 feet. It's uphill, and you have to shape a shot, a specific shot.
You
So
know, it'd be awesome on that hole. An elevated basket at the end.
oh boy, just to make the putting even
just because you know it's a hole that's making people get a 3 to survive, so they'll make
That's
them make
okay. Yeah, I like it.
basket.
I like it.
It'd be a nice addition to that without changing the length of the.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Hole 9.1 or 10, par 3, 300 feet, plays shorter than that. I mean, dealer's choice for a right-hander. I mean, you can go backhand, hyzer, spike shot. You can go stall shot, straight shot. You can go sidearm. You can do whatever you want on this one. There's one tree to miss, and it's off that left side. It's not even really in the way. This is one where you got to get your 2 and walk away.
You're going for it this time, bud.
Yes, we had a bit more of a right to left tailwind this round, so I threw my MD5 instead of my Sexton Firebird, and it didn't it kind of got pushed a bit more than I expected. So Jonah making the correction, and then it doesn't move.
Oh yeah, it looks
so
too low.
Yeah, mine kind of got held up there, and Jonah's just didn't really do anything. This is that same thought space putter from Oz, and his kind of flipped up on him. And he went about 35 feet deep. So 3 different reactions from the wind here. Marty, that same putter.
That should hook up. Just hold.
Come on.
No.
A little bit past, but he's definitely looking at it.
You guys all want to have a little putt off here.
Yeah, so Oz is just outside the circle here in the wonderful land of Oz, or Conrad country, whatever you want to call it.
This is his range.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
He jammed it.
Just like that. Good putt.
That's confident. That's elevated basket to hit high like that in the center. That's committed. Jonah.
A little low?
Yeah, I didn't quite get the full pop on that one, it looked like. Marty.
Oh, no.
That was uncharacteristic. That one surprised me. For him to not draw any medal on that one.
No,
But-
that's something I would do.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Well, at least it's relatable, right?
Not every time. Not
No,
every time.
no,
It
but-
just sometimes,
Okay.
yeah, that
Good comebacker,
Good
though.
comeback,
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's all about. You know, you can miss once, you just can't miss twice. And that's like every hole that you play when you think about it. You can have a bad tee, make a great recovery shot, and still save par. Like, You
Exactly.
can always make a mistake, you just can't make 2.
Yeah, exactly. So, 3 birdies, or no, sorry, it's 2 birdies and 2 pars here. Jonah tapping in here. I
I'm
mean,
sure they all wanted to be 3 feet away, dropping it
yeah,
in.
well, I mean, this is one of the holes you got to get, actually. It averaged 2.26.
Well, because it's just open
Yeah,
to everyone.
it averaged basically 3/4 of a stroke under par. for the final round. So like, it's almost a hard par 2, realistically. But that elevated basket can prove tricky, as you saw with Jonah and Marty there with the putting.
No, it's good Marty got that.
Good cleanup. Yeah, again, there was also, I think there was one
solid save.
One bogey on that hole, that round as well. So through 3 rounds, there's only 2 bogeys on it.
Is that it? 10? Just like that? Well, 9, yeah.
Yeah, that's 10 holes. Quick.
Done. Oh, look at that. Let's go back. Let's show that replay 17 more times again for everybody.
Yeah, and this one too. Why not?
Amazing.
That's so good.
I was blown away by that star hole there.
So good. Yeah, we had to work for that one.
You sure did. Very
so
impressed.
only 2 blemishes on the card. Marty on hole 7, myself on hole 2. Everybody else, I mean, pretty clean golf.
I can't believe
everyone's
how
shredding.
Close this is.
Yeah, everyone's just shredding it right now.
Absolutely shredding it.
Once again, guys, go check out True North Disc Golf Store in Brantford, and be sure to come with a budget, like I say every time. I don't take my own advice personally. I come with no budget, and I'm like, oh, I want this, and this, and all of a sudden it's like, oh boy, I got too much on the go. But they have everything you need and want, and then some.
And then some.
Yeah, and a lot more than that as well. So,
I don't even know the name of half the discs anymore.
They have
candy coated watermelon swirl something. I don't know.
They have every disc
so
manufacturer you could possibly want. So anything you like, if you like the most obscure disc golf stuff, they got it for you. They probably got it, and if not, they're probably going to get it in anyways. So go check them out. And Clay, we got 10 more holes.
Let's go. This is it. It's all coming down to this. This is the meat and potatoes.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and be sure to check out the final 10 holes. You do not want to miss it.